Match 37, Jet Jaguar vs. SpaceGodzilla by Christian Salibert.
Yay.
Yay.
The extraterrestrial known as SpaceGodzilla was enjoying a moment of peace, a rare behavior for the creature. He had spent the day leveling most of Tokyo to the ground and replacing its structures with his power-granting crystals.
I'm glad he accomplished his dream by building that wall.
He built that wall.
Now he was at the base of Mount Fuji, recharging his energies from the numerous crystals he had grown there. He was almost back to full power, and soon would unleash his fury upon another of mankind's cities. Just then, a strange noise struck his ears. SpaceGodzilla's head arched skyward to pinpoint the source of the noise. At first he saw nothing, but then after a moment of searching, he spotted what appeared to be a shiny insect flying towards him. Mary Sue Kamakuris, is that you?
Mary
Oh
Sue
my God,
Kamakuris,
we're
you
saved.
returned!
We're saved.
The mutant.
I
mutant.
want to run a match of SpaceGodzilla.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
Oh, that actually would be kind of an interesting match. SpaceGodzilla versus an army of Kamakuris.
Yeah, that would be neat. The mutant clone of Godzilla watched curiously as the insect approached and landed almost directly in front of him. It appeared to be a human of some kind. Oh, false alarm, everyone. SpaceGodzilla eyed it suspiciously. He didn't know the humans could fly. Suddenly,
Yeah, they built something called airplanes.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
totally
Hold up.
smart. Suddenly,
SpaceGodzilla didn't know. SpaceGodzilla was also unaware that humans were shiny as well, but, well, he don't know anything.
yep, the human began making a strange ringing noise and waving its arms wildly. Before the space demon could even react, a blinding light engulfed the human, and I don't know, where does it go from there? Anyway, SpaceGodzilla was now faced with Jet Jaguar. Despite the
I was gonna say a better match, but
Now face to face with Kamen Rider J!
yeah. Despite the frozen grin on his face, Jet Jaguar was glaring daggers at the creature before him. How do you do that? You're a robot. He had been too late
This
to
is
stop.
before people realized that Jet Jaguar actually was a robot.
Fair
They
enough,
just kind of assumed he had emotions for some reason.
I guess, because he is an expressive robot. Anyway,
Yeah, well, he expresses with his arms like an idiot.
yes.
at least he's not a killjoy like Greyshot.
He had been too late to stop SpaceGodzilla from demolishing Tokyo. He was not going to allow such destruction to happen again. He was going to stop the monster, right here, right now, and stop him from building that stupid wall. Pass.
KaijuX, how dare you? What the hell? We
SpaceGodzilla
need that
reared
wall
back
to
its-
protect us from the Millennium Kaiju. They're a bad influence. And the Ultraman, they're murderers, thieves, rapists, and I assume some of them are good people.
Alright, Harley.
SpaceGodzilla reared back in surprise at the sudden arrival of this new being. His mind was spinning. How had this human grown to such an enormous size and so quickly too? SpaceGodzilla, you've seen robots before. Come on. Serious? Jeez. You know, see, I love how they make SpaceGodzilla really powerful and also really stupid.
Yeah.
Godzilla knows what robots are, for God's sake.
Yeah, I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd be taken aback if a robot grew to my size too.
That's true.
But I'm pretty sure he'd know what a robot is.
Yeah, Godzilla knows what a robot is. Godzilla! He can tell the difference!
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
SpaceGodzilla decided that it didn't matter and he would take it upon himself to erase this being from existence. Summoning green energy from his crystals into the ones on top of his shoulders, SpaceGodzilla belched forth a blast of his deadly Corona Bolt. Excuse you, SpaceGodzilla.
Oh, apparently,
You don't just belch
new
like-
ability. Okay.
The jagged blast strafed to the ground on which Jet Jaguar stood, sending bursts of sparks and smoke in the air around him. The second blast... Wow, what great aim he has.
Yeah.
The second blast hit home, striking Jet Jaguar in the chest, sending him flying. Jet Jaguar was able to roll at the impact quickly and get back to his feet. And that single blast suddenly burst through his armor plating. He had to be more careful. Yeah, don't just stand there. Good idea, Jet Jaguar. Don't stand there.
Yeah.
SpaceGodzilla roared at his opponent, trying to get him to strike back. When Jet Jaguar didn't budge, why? The alien entity decided to prompt him with another Corona Blast. I prefer a Bud Light Blast over Corona Blast myself. Jet Jaguar sideflipped out of the way and avoiding the attack. When he returned to his feet, there was already another bolt heading towards him. This time he raised his hands to the sky and took to the air, the beam just barely missing him. SpaceGodzilla watched his opponent soar through the sky, but had no chance to react before Jet Jaguar snapped out of his flying mode and lashed out with his right leg. He's not an android. The android's foot connected with SpaceGodzilla's face, sending the space beast staggering back. Pass.
Hey.
Two more for you.
Yeah, two more.
Two more? Okay, two more.
Stop trying to give me more work. I'm too lazy for it.
Okay,
Like
okay.
good old
Jet Jaguar
Jaguar.
tried to press his advantage. SpaceGodzilla would not allow it. He unleashed green bolts of energy from his shoulder crystals. The dreaded gravity tornado at the robot's feet. Robot or android, pick one. Just as the machine reached his foe, the legs were ensnared by the gravity tornado. SpaceGodzilla telekinetically yanked upwards, pulling Jet Jaguar's feet from under him and caused him to crash on his back. What a klutz. SpaceGodzilla glared down at his foe, letting out an unearthly shriek as he did so. Jet Jaguar glanced up at the monster's face, but then lashed out with a powerful kick to the creature's kneecap. Ow.
Ow.
SpaceGodzilla faltered momentarily, allowing Jet Jaguar to get back to his feet. With a mighty heave, SpaceGodzilla swung his enormous tail around, striking Jet Jaguar directly into the chest. But the cluster of crystalline spikes at the end of SpaceGodzilla's tail easily punctured Jet Jaguar's armor, sending the machine flying to his back in a shower of sparks. Weakly, Jet Jaguar rose to his feet. He had gravely misjudged the situation. Really. SpaceGodzilla was too powerful, and his already high power level was even higher due to the crystals he had risen. Jet Jaguar started to retreat and plan a better offensive. Raising his arms, the gigantic warrior once again took to the sky. Pass.
But SpaceGodzilla was not a merciful opponent. Reaching out once again with the mighty gravity tornadoes, SpaceGodzilla telekinetically seized the android, ensnared by the emerald bolts. Jet Jaguar was helpless as SpaceGodzilla thrust him downwards back to the soil. Oh, he's gonna plant a Jet Jaguar tree.
What? He's environmentally sound. What do you know?
With a colossal crash, Jet Jaguar slammed into the earth, sending a mushroom cloud of dust into the air. SpaceGodzilla shrieked as the impact shook the surrounding area. Finally, the dust began to clear. Out of sheer luck, one of the beast's crystals had found the wound at Jet Jaguar's chest. The crystal was now all the way through the machine and jutting out of his back. Sparks sprayed from the entrance and exit points, and except the twitching movement of his head, the mighty android was lifeless. SpaceGodzilla reared his head back and cried his victory into the heavens. After a moment, a blinding light enveloped him as he transformed into his crystalline flying mode. He was recharged enough. It was time to resume the destruction of mankind. Winner, Donald Trump.
Also known as SpaceGodzilla.
Space Trump.
Well,
to be fair, you know that orange horn he has on his head?
It's fake.
That could be his toupee.
Gee, I'm honestly shocked that Jet Jaguar didn't win. I mean, you had the advantage the whole match.
Yeah, I know. What
Yeah, this was before. Yeah, this was like way before everyone started loving Jet Jaguar.
Oh yeah.
Well, this was. I would say either loving / actually writing a proper match, because I mean Jet Jaguar could last a little longer than this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I full-heartedly concur with that statement.
It's a combination of loving Jet Jaguar / properly writing a competitive match, because a majority of the earlier matches are just horrifically one-sided slaughters.
Yep, pretty much a typical fan fiction.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it isn't until we start getting up in the later numbers that we start getting some actual competitiveness.
Right. I think,
except for that epic sex between Godzilla and Gamera.
That was
But anyway, ladies, gentlemen, and others, this has been Match 37, and we will see you guys next time for Match 38. Take care.
Bye.
Bye!
Bye!